right, so thank you for joining me on this quick little video, and I am gonna plug away on what is the best clinical schedule. So what I mean by that is, what is the best way to schedule your patients from start to finish that is gonna work in the best interest of A, the patient, B, the therapist, and C, the clinic. So many offices I go into, I see the most wildest things. I see one patient scheduled per hour, and the therapist will dig in and swear that you can't do good quality care unless you're seeing one patient an hour. Well, obviously that's not correct, because if you go into the top 10% of practices or go into the practices that won practice of the year, you are not going to see them doing one patient an hour. I can guarantee you will not see that. I've seen patients scheduled on the 40 minutes, on the 45 minutes. I've seen patients scheduled 30 and 45. You know, you can do whatever you want, but when you really take into consideration what's in the best interest of the patient and the therapist and the practice, you're going to conclude, just like the top 10% of practices across the country have concluded, that you do need to see your patients, one patient coming in every 30 minutes, each patient staying for a total of 60 minutes. If you're able to take your patient back under these 3 or 4 parameters, you will definitely be able to achieve the productivity you're looking for and the efficiency as well as the quality. And here's the parameters that really make sense in the every 30-minute schedule. If you're in the every 30-minute schedule, the parameters you want to follow are, number 1, bring the patient back 5 minutes early or keep them 5 minutes late whenever you can. Because the goal here is to make sure that you're averaging above 3.75 units per patient visit on every patient. In order to do that, you're definitely going to want to keep attention on their total time and see if you can bring them back 5 minutes early, keep them 5 minutes late. You're going to want to use modalities. You're definitely going to want to use modalities. Modalities that are not time dependent, so you can move off and spend time with another patient and come back. We're talking heat with electrical stimulation, ice with electrical stimulation, ultrasound, which of course you're going to be there, but it's an 8-minute ultrasound, or laser, or some other form of modalities, phonophoresis, whatever it is you want to employ. Third, you have to use techs. You have to use techs. Now, you can't bill for the work that the tech does, but the tech can transport the patient. They can stay next to the patient for safety. They can break down and set up for you. They can get home programs together for you and get the copies, get them to the patients, or give them educational materials that you put together ahead of time. They can facilitate your clinical efficiency. So, the best clinical schedule is 5 days a week, 6 days a week, ideally, if you can get into Saturdays, which most people have already figured out. Working 5-6 days a week, patients coming in every half hour, everybody staying 60 minutes, and using those 3 parameters I just gave you just a second ago, I think you're going to find is in the best interest of everyone involved. So look, you may have questions on this. I get a lot of questions on, Brian, how do I do the charging and coding right? Call me right away, email me right away. I'd be happy to show you. I even have a form that breaks this down that will show you the difference between the different kinds of schedules. I'm happy to share. So click on the comment box, fire away any questions or comments you have. Call me right away. Let's get on the phone. Let's do a phone interview. Costs you nothing, and we'll be good to cover this topic with you individually. Thank you.